What's up, everyone? John here from How to Man channel. Welcome to the inaugural video. I've recorded this thing. This is the 4th time, so I'm really hoping that this actually works. Partially because so many things have changed in my life in the last 6 months. This project is actually over a year in the making. All the things I wanted to do for this channel, all the research I've done to get this thing going, but finally it's getting going. So the point of this video is, what is How to Man channel? What is it going to be about? Well, really, how to be a man, or being a man, to me is a lost art. There's so many things I've learned about how to be a man in the last 5 years, I'd say. And it's not rocket science. It's common sense stuff, really, if you think about it. It's just no one ever taught me that. I think it's pretty obvious that dads have generally not been around as much as they used to be, and the whole family unit's kind of torn apart a little bit right now. Roles have been flipped around and jumbled all over the place. That's really creating some problems for like being a dude right now, and really figuring out what that means and how to do it, because dads aren't really teaching that. And there's actually a lot of dads now that don't know how to do that, because roles have changed so much because of feminist movement and other things in the past 100 or so years, or 80 years, or whatever it is, has changed the roles in American culture and cultures around the world, really. But and because of that, there's really no hand-me-down information coming from dads to sons anymore, because it's changed, and so they don't know what to teach, because they don't themselves know how to do it, in my opinion. So it's really a lost art. And who am I looking toward the kind of guys I'm talking about for like the manly kind of guys I'm thinking of when I think of a man's man or a manly man? For me, it's people like, John Wayne to a certain extent. But for me, I'm more of a city guy, so for me it's more like Frank Sinatra and guys like that, who commanded the presence of a room, who had class and style, and knew what they were doing. They just had a lot of confidence as men, and back then things were a lot different, which kind of helped with the confidence factor, made it a little easier to have that confidence. But that's the kind of guys I'm talking about. So this channel is going to be focused on manly interests. If you didn't already know, I guess if it wasn't apparent, it's going to be focused on interests such as archery, guns, shooting guns, hiking, backpacking, also motorcycles, just a bunch of different stuff like that, cigars, whiskey, beer, traditionally manly type interests. There's going to be a couple other things thrown in that I think really all men should know about, like wine. It's really cool to know a lot about wine and how it's made and how to taste it and how to buy fine wines, how to know if the wine is good to buy or not and worth the money. So things like that, I've learned a lot from people on that subject as well. I think every guy should know that. Just stuff that, because it feels like to me a guy's job in a sense is to know things. That's kind of what we bring to the table. We know a lot about a lot of stuff, and it's very impressive to women, and it's very helpful to other guys, or very impressive to other men, when you know a lot about different topics. You're a very educated type of a guy. Now, education doesn't just mean college, it's just educated about anything. Like, I'm very impressed when I meet a buddy who knows how to fix cars. He can listen to your car and go, oh, that's probably wrong, or this is probably wrong, this is how you fix it, let's go buy some parts and fix this thing. That, to me, that's impressive. Because if you think about it, to me, the reason that is because that guy's being a leader. I've said, hey, I've got a problem, and he said, hey, I know how to fix it, let's fix it together. That's being a leader. And I'm kind of jumping the gun a little bit, but we'll talk a lot more about that in different videos. This channel is also going to be about advice, about how to have confidence, how to build your career. Obviously videos about women, videos about MGTOW, as far as men going their own way. I'm not necessarily a MGTOW. I'll get into that in another video, how my flavor or take on it, it's a little different. Definitely men need to wake up and smell what's going on and adjust, and that's what we'll be talking about how to adjust as a man and how to live in today's society. What pitfalls to avoid? and what to go after. We'll also be talking about a lot about fitness, not just physical though. I know there are tons of channels out there about physical fitness, and we will be tapping into those, but also about mental fitness. I think that's something that people don't talk about very often, and I think it's just as important as physical fitness, if not more so, really. Also, I'm not really expert in a lot of these fields that we're going to be discussing. I haven't spent, years studying a lot of these things, and a lot of guys and girls out there have. And so really this is a channel about the journey to becoming a man, or a better man, every day seeking to better myself and help others better themselves. So I'm going to be looking for experts in certain topics if I don't feel like I can supply that expertise. And I'm not talking about PhD level of expertise on certain things. More, this is going to be a broad scope channel. And hopefully I'll have links for you though when I put out a video if you want to know more about certain topics, or you want to dig into the research that I did and look further. That's really what it's going to be about too, is not only to talk about a subject and open up a subject for conversation, maybe get some intermediate to advanced level ideas out there and theoretical thinking on the subject, but also to hopefully point you in the direction where you can get, research it more or check it out online in a little more depth. And then again, talking to some experts on these subjects whenever I get a chance. And a lot of that content is going to be coming out, the advanced stuff like all my research notes and things like that, and maybe some more advanced videos on the topic will be coming out via my Patreon for now, to help support this channel, and to just say thanks to, first of all, patrons. If you're going to support me, go to the link and check out the support options there. Obviously I want to say thanks for that, and that's why really I feel like giving those extra videos kind of gives you a little bit more than just saying, hey, thanks for the support, but also here's here's something back for that support as well. So go check that out. Also check me out on Insta and Facebook. I have presences there for How to Man. My Instagram account has actually been been posting to there for 3 months, so there should be a lot of content already there. You'll see just different things I'm doing, and I'm going to try to mostly be active. This channel should be about activity. It's not going to be about sitting, on the couch watching, the latest movie or whatever. I'm not saying I won't do any movie reviews, like especially if it has a nice manly aspect to it, or modern man aspect to it, or something that I think all men should be thinking about. I would probably do a video review then, but not just for like, some kind of Marvel superhero movie or Transformers or something. I'm not going to do a video review on that probably. So it's really just going to be about manly interests, and again, being very active. There will be motovlogs, as you can see, but I think I want to have less than half the videos probably be motovlogs. I'll be doing a motovlog when mostly all I'm doing is talking, and I don't have a lot to show you. Like if the idea is theoretical, like confidence, I don't really have a place to go for that. It's not like you go to the confidence store and start buying stuff. It's a theoretical topic. So I'll probably be doing a motovlog on that, so that'll be kind of cool. The video upload schedule was going to be, every Friday, 6 a.m. Pacific, you'll see a video come out. That should be pretty nice for you Eastern US and European guys, because the Eastern US guys should see that about 9 o'clock. And I think Central Europe, that'd be like 3 p.m. But quote me if that's incorrect, but I think that's about the approximate time. Every Friday, 6 a.m. Pacific, and then possibly an extra video during the week as like a bonus. But I don't want to overcommit and under-deliver. So I've done that in the past on my other YouTube channels. It doesn't work out well. So 1 video a week for sure. So please subscribe if this sounds good to you, and support this channel about men. I don't feel like there's enough channels about men. There's a lot of them right now popping up. It's a big thing, and that's a really great thing. It's a big movement right now. Men's topics are becoming more mainstream, at least for guys. A lot more guys are waking up and talking about issues that surround us, instead of most of everybody else basically focusing on women's issues, and then the guys' issues basically go unheard, or nobody gives a crap about them. So this is a channel where we do give a crap about that. I also wanted to put in there, if you're a woman and just want to chime in to discussions about male interests, or have some, want to see some topics about it, or very interested, please don't feel like you can't come to this channel. You are definitely welcome here. I welcome all types, shapes, and sizes, men, women, trans, gay, lesbian. I don't really care. I don't care what your orientation is. It's more of the topic that I care about, and getting some good discussion on those topics, and maybe some good education out there. If women show up on the channel, please, guys, don't berate them. Do not put them down. I mean, if they're being idiots, or they're saying things that are just rude, then, you know, I guess open season on them. Let this guy go by. But just try to be cool, okay? This is really going to be a channel about respect. We're respecting everybody, not just men, or not just a certain kind of guy or whatever. I'm not into that. I agree with respecting everybody and give everybody equal respect. Please be respectful to all people on this channel, because we need to get these issues talked about. And when we isolate and segregate, we're just not going to get anything done. You know, I don't believe in segregation. It doesn't get anything accomplished. It just makes more hatred. Back to the MGTOW subject. I know that's kind of a big topic right now, and I have a lot to talk about that. I've actually been reading Tomasi's The Enlightened Male. I finished it, actually. I think I have like 10 pages left or something, and I've been wanting to do a video on his iron rules. We'll be doing stuff like that. But I feel like everybody has a right to define what they want to be, whether or not you agree with MGTOW. It's not up to us to decide whether people can be MGTOW or not, or feminist or not, or whatever. That choice is up to the individual. I've always believed in that, and more so in the last 5 years or so, that everybody should be able to self-define. And that's really what makes, in my opinion, that's the American way. I don't think people do that anymore, because people vilify people if they're not leftist, or if they're not Democrat, or they're not Republican. All of a sudden they're just bad people. I don't really believe that. I don't think that's a cool thing to do, and it doesn't promote debate and discussion. Okay, it just shuts people down, and you get all these issues like we have now. So I don't judge. I guess that's the main point. Hopefully you're not going to judge either on this channel, because it's not going to be something I'm cool with. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments section. Hopefully you like this. Please, again, like and subscribe, and hit that bell if you want to know when I'm releasing videos. It really helps, and I don't want you to miss anything. I'd like to hear what you have to say on these topics. So until next time, I will see you. And as I've been saying since 2012 in every video I've made, I think I've made over 1,500 videos at this point, stay frosty.